can't get out. Trying to survive, trying to stay alive. The ghetto. The ghetto. Talking about the ghetto.
Good morning, Twin Cities. Up and Adam. I'm Jack Tomczak. That is not Andrew Lee.
No, it's not.
That's Don Allen.
Whoa.
Andrew is on vacation for the week. Don is filling in today, and today is
Black Monday.
Black Monday. On the show today at 7:15, Aaron Benner is going to be coming in. He's our teacher from St. Paul to talk about some news in the St. Paul superintendent world. Then at 8, Patwin Lawrence, the DFL opponent to Senator Bobby Joe Champion. Don, you booked this. Do you know Patwin Lawrence well?
Yes, Patwin was the chairman of the board for the Council on Black Minnesotans who went up against a lot of turmoil when he and former executive director Ed McDonald attempted to change things in the state of Minnesota for people of color.
You can't do that.
No, you can't do that. And, you know, Patwin is going to tell you, and I'll let him tell you the full story, but every time he and the board executive director went to Governor Dayton, they would ask, well, what does Senator Champion and Hayden and Representative Moran think? Mm-hmm. And so they could never get anything by that firewall. Mm-hmm. So it was really interesting that happened all the time.
And Patwin Lawrence could be the biggest spending, worst DFLer I've ever met in my life, but as long as he's not dirty.
Oh, no, he's...
Like the rest of the folks you mentioned?
He's so clean.
Then he's fine by me.
Yeah.
That, of course, is Lump producing this fine show.
Good morning.
Good morning, Samantha.
Morning.
All right, happy Father's Day, everybody. One day late. How was it for you, Don? Did you get anything cool? Did you give anything cool? And of course, Lump. Those questions to you as well.
I'm a great father. I got lots of gifts.
You're not a dad.
Oh, yeah. My Father's Day was wonderful. We dropped off the kids Saturday afternoon with a longtime friend and went out to dinner, my wife and I shampooed carpet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yes, and it just was very relaxing. I got to watch the Sci-Fi Channel for more than 8 hours straight, and I mean, it was what I wanted to do for Father's Day. We have this tradition each year. On Mother's Day, the whole week, whatever she wants, she doesn't have to watch the kids, and Father's Day, pretty much the same thing for me. And so it was really relaxing, really nice. The dinner on Eat Street on Nicollet Mall was delicious.
You got to get away from the things that make you a father?
Yes, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I got to sleep in yesterday, which is great. I slept a little long. I slept till 2 in the afternoon.
Which is insane, considering you have 2 small children.
Yeah. My I don't know what she did with them, but my wife let me sleep in and took the joys of my life away. And the day before, she mowed the lawn.
Oh, wow.
Looks shorter in most places and pretended to give me a really hot BMW convertible. That wasn't actually for me.
Okay.
But it was her dad's who was just at my house. But she said, come on out and see your present in the driveway.
Oh, wow.
Did you lose your mind?
No, I knew right away there's no way that car was for me. No way. And if it was, I'd have been ticked.
Yeah.
Like, we've got other things. We have other things.
Yes.
Don, is your dad with us? I don't know anything about your family.
My dad was a contractor in St. Paul, and he actually moved to Houston, Texas in the late 80s, and where he was a carpenter, and he built these custom beds and houses for football players and basketball players, and he did really well in Houston.
So he was just very good at making things a little bigger?
A little bigger, a little customized. Okay. When he was here in St. Paul, I know there was a couple St. Paul police officers that he made pistol grips for.
Okay.
And, you know, he was from Jamaica, came here in the late 1940s, met my mom in the 50s, and just did really wonderful things here for our family and the community.
Okay. My parents live on a lake, so a few years ago I got my dad somebody else to put his dock in and take it out every year.
Oh, wow.
Did that 3 years ago. That's my present every Father's Day. It's on automatic pilot. I didn't even talk to my dad yesterday.
Oh, wow.
It's perfect.
That's not very good.
I saved him work.
Yes.
No, I sent him a text, thanking him and remarking on how much, the older I get, the wiser he is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's amazing. The older I get, the more that man just knows.
Yes.
He's really smart. Lump, what'd you get your dad or do for your dad?
I got my dad a few presents.
I can't think of anybody who likes their dad more than you like yours. So.
I do really like my dad. He actually spent most of the day in Alexandria for the Minnesota high school trap shooting
I told you
championship.
that was, yes.
Yep.
That's where my parents are, actually.
Yeah, so he spent most of the day there with my brother, who is it's a senior year, so this is his last trap shooting.
Time to shoot a gun.
And
Never again.
so he went there with him. So he spent most of his day away at that. And then once he came home, he got some presents, and then we stacked hay.
Fun.
It was very fun.
Did somebody make your brother a dad over the weekend?
No, well, kind of. My 10-year-old brother is a very responsible young boy, and he has his own baby goat that he takes care of. And
So that wasn't one of your goats?
Well, I have a goat, and then he has a goat. So
Okay.
I got a goat, and then he also got one to keep mine company mostly. And
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Is that a
Do you live
goat
on a-
husband?
You
The
live on
only
a
point
farm?
of his life is to keep, horses, goats, ponies, chickens,
my
ducks.
Yeah.
God, what kind of privilege is that?
Yeah, it's the white kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got kids in North Minneapolis that will never know that a real green bean doesn't come out of a, it grows on a bush, not a can. So
Last weekend, I took my little girl. She's coming up on 5-year-old Hug Nugget out to Lump's farm and learned that I'm raising a city kid.
Yeah.
Who was just the dirt. And I pointed out what to her on the ground was poop, and she was horrified. So I'm going to try to
On the ground?
get her out into the woods more
Why
often.
is it on the ground?
All right. Well, excellent. I'm glad everybody had a good Father's Day. I'm glad I didn't have to mow the lawn, but between you and me, I got to redo it today to get those spots that were missed. You know. Yeah. All right. On the show today, Aaron Benner at 7:15, Pat Wynn Lawrence, the DFL opponent to Senator Bobby Joe Champion at 8. In that hour, 8 o'clock, we're going to talk about the problems on the north side and the problems with the nonprofits in and around that area. All that, plus Donald Trump news and your news bag when we return.